Look who's got it.
So you disagree with Dick Cheney that deficits don't matter?
Here we go.
Deficits do matter. Next slide. 5 years ago, sir, I was in Afghanistan. Where were you? No, they weren't pre-selected. The most important thing is this. I won a congressional race, and my responsibility to the people here in Congressional District 22. And my father taught me a very important maxim growing up in Georgia. And I'm sorry, I have to laugh. The lady has pink tape over her mouth. It's kind of funny. But my father gave me a very important maxim. He said, "Never read your own press and never drink your own tub water." So I stay pretty focused on being a good congressional representative, and that's the most important thing right now.
The next question is regarding employment labor. Michael Duval of Fort Lauderdale asks, what are your thoughts of the National Labor Relations Board and their decision regarding the Boeing factory in South Carolina?
Well, you're looking at a guy who has found 3 programs that total up to, I think about, close to 200 some odd, no, more than about $300 or $400 million of spending of DOD, 3 programs we found wasteful spending. Now, I gotta tell you something. I cannot look at the men and women, my brothers and sisters, and to include my nephew, and send them into battle and not have them properly trained, equipped, and ready to conduct operations. Why do you think the Navy SEALs were so ready and prepared to conduct the operations that they did? We have the best trained, best equipped military, but we cannot turn our backs on them. One of the things that is really concerning to me is a lot of people on Capitol Hill think that now that you killed Osama bin Laden, that's the end of it. That's a very dangerous premise to believe. Now, as I said, I do believe that we have to get away from this thing called nation building. I do believe that we need to be telling the defense military industry what the warfighter needs and not them telling us what they want to produce. That's very important. And once again, when people talk about GE, how many people recognize the fact that GE just last week circumvented the defense procurement system by saying that they would fund this alternate engine themselves, which means that somewhere down the line, we're going to have 2 different engine systems for the Joint Strike Fighter, the F-35, because GE didn't want to play by the rules. And that's the type of thing that should not happen. And I will tell you, the CEO of GE Aviation came to my office, and I told him that I was not going to support them having that alternate engine. Those are the type of things that we have to be able to do to prevent that military industry complex from being successful in telling the military what they want them to have. But remember this, in 1990, and this is an incredible statistic, in 1990, the United States military had 546 naval war vessels. Today, the United States Navy has 283 naval war vessels. How much of the mass of this earth is water? The fact that we are dealing with people called pirates in the 21st century is absolutely reprehensible. If we don't understand that the important part of a nation's ability to project its power is through a naval force, a capable and strong naval force. Remember what I told you, 8 to 10 years, the largest blue water navy the world has ever known will be flying under a Chinese flag. Now you think about the threats to commerce in the sea lanes. That is something that will threaten us as we seek to produce, manufacture, and export our goods and services. So